Hello students, today we have got English class and today we will do a poem, poem number 1.4 in your textbook. Come to your page number 24. Now this is a very beautiful poem written by William Shakespeare. He was born in the year 1564 and died in the year 1616. Was an English poet, playwright, and actor, widely regarded as the greatest writer in English literature or English language, and the world's prominent dramatist, ones who makes plays. He is often called England's national poet and the Bard of Avon. The poem is taken from his play As You Like It. Here he compares the world to a stage where drama of human life is enacted. Okay, that was just a short introduction of Williams Shakespeare. I will read the poem. Please pay your attention what I'm reading. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exist and their entrance, and one man in his time plays many parts. His acts being seven ages, at first the infant, mewling and puking in the nurse's arm, then the winning schoolboy with the satchel and shining morning face creeping like snail, unwillingly to school, and then the lover, and then the lover, shining like a furnace with a woeful ballad, made to his mistress, made to his mistress eyebrow, then a soldier full of strange oaths and beard like the pard, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation, even in the cannon's mouth, and then the justice in fair round belly, with good capon lined, with eyes severe and beard of formal cut, full of wise sauce and modern instances. And so he plays his part. The 6 age shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon, with spectacles on nose and pouch on side. His youthful horse, well saved, a world too wide, for his shrunk shank and his big manly voice. Turning again towards childish treble pipes and whistles in his sound, last scene of all that ends this strange, eventful history. In second childness and more oblivion, sans teeth, sans eye, sans taste, sans everything. Now, let us try to understand the meaning of the poem. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exit and their entrance, and one man in his time plays many parts. His acts being seven ages. Now, what you mean in this stanza? It means in the first line, the poet compares this world to a stage where all men and women are only actors and actresses. On the stage, they have different routes to enter on the stage and also have different exit to go out. When they are born, they enter this stage Everyone plays many parts during his or her lifetime. These parts are called seven ages or stages of man. Now, next line. At first, the infant mewling and puking in the nurse's arm. Now, here, infant means a small boy or a small baby. Mewling, crying, and puking means vomiting. So, we can say that this is a stage of a infancy or the babyhood where the boy is a small child. This is the first stage of man's life. He or she always cries during their babyhood and throws up milk and vomits when they are in the hands of a nurse or his mother. He is dependent living being. This is how he plays his role. Then the whining schoolboy with a satchel and shining morning face creeping like snail unwillingly to school. Now here, winning means high pitched cry. He cries loudly. Satchel means school bag. Creeping to move slowly, unwillingly, not eager to go. So we can say that this stage is of childhood or a school going child. This is the second stage of man's life. It's the time when he complains to go to school. He carries his school bag and his face shines like the bright and fresh morning. He moves to school at the speed of a snail because he is unhappy to go to school. And then the lover, shining like a furnace with a woeful ballad, made to his mistress eyebrow. Now, here, signing means letting out breath with sadness. Furnace is a oven, woeful, sad. Ballad, a poem or song that tells story. And mistress, loved one. Now, here we can say this is a stage of an adolescent boy or the lover. The third stage is when we are teenagers. During this stage, the boy is full of life, of fun. This not have any responsibility. At this stage, the boy falls in love. He sings poem in praises of his beloved beauty that he finds even in her eyebrow. Then, then a soldier, full of strange oaths and bearded like the pard, jealous in honor, sudden and quick in quarrel, seeking the bubble reputation, even in the cannon's mouth. Now let us try to understand what you mean by this. Strange oath means unusual promises. Pard is leopard, that is short form of leopard. Bubble reputation, reputation that rises fast or temporary fame. Cannon's mouth, facing great danger of life. Now we can say that this is a stage of a youth, or here the poet has told as a soldier. This is the fourth stage of man's life. Here the poet shows him as a soldier, where he takes unusual promises. Unusual promises means he does many promises. He has a beard like a leopard, means very aggressive and strong like the leopard. In this stage, He is jealous of honor of others. He is very quick tempered and does quarrel. And he looks for temporary reputation or fame. To achieve this, he is ready to face great dangers. He does not worry about his life. And then the justice in fair round belly with good capon lined, with eyes severe and beard of a formal cut, full of wise sauce and the modern instances, and so he plays his part. Now let us try to see the meaning. Round belly means stomach coming out, with good capon lined, with excess fat from careless eating habits. Sauce saying modern instant, current instant. Now this is a stage where is a middle age or an justice. This is the fifth stage of man's life. Here the poet shows him as a judge, has a experienced man, and has a round belly because of careless eating. It is a stage when he is serious person. He has a beard of a formal cut. He always shares his knowledge with others and gives current example to understand better. Now the sixth age shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon with spectacles on his on nose and pouch on side. His youthful horse well saved a world too wide for his shrunk shine and his big manly voice, turning again towards childish treble pipes and whistles in his sound. Now let us try to understand meanings. Here pantaloon means loose baggy pants, pants which are very loose. Youthful horse, close fitting covering for legs. Shank, lower part of the leg, that is from knee to ankle. Treble, three times weaker. Now here we can say a boy becomes a senior citizen. This is the sixth stage of man's life. Now he shifts from middle age to old age. He wears lean. Lean means something which is very thin. And slippered pantaloons. Pantaloon means slippered means which pants which keeps on coming down. With spectacles on the nose. He also has a pouch by his side in which he keeps his necessary things. He has saved long socks during his youth, but now these socks are very loose to his lean legs. His big, loud, manly voice has turned into shrink voice. Shrink voice means now he is not able to speak properly. Shrink voice of a child. And whenever he tries to speak, it seems as if he were playing upon a pipe or as if he was whistling. This shows that he has no teeth. And the last scene of all that ends his strange, eventful history is second childness and mere oblivion. Sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything. Now here, let us see the meaning. Second childishness means a return to the helpless. He is helpless. Oblivion, the state of being unaware or unconscious, and sans means without. This is the old age stage. The last scene is where the boy has become very old. The boy who played roles before had some eventful history. The second childhood is where the boy can see nothing, hear nothing, and taste nothing. The boy comes unaware of the unaware of the surrounding. Okay, so here students we have seen different stages of man. Let us try to summarize the poem in short. William Shakespeare, the great dramatist, has helped us to remember that the world is a stage and all of us are players. We go through 7 stages in life, that is, infant, school child, lover, soldier, justice, elderly person, and the old person. Going through second childhood. The second childhood is where we can see nothing, hear nothing, and taste nothing. So, hope so, students, you have understood the poem. Now, in your textbook, come to your page number 26. On top, you have got question number 3. Do it in your notebook. Question number 4. Do in your notebook. Question number 7a. Do it. B also. Do it. Okay. Try to solve this exercise. Take the help of your English reliable. I will send you the appreciation for this poem. Try to note in your notebook. So student, hope so. You have understood the poem. Thank you very much.